Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Evolution. So in the last part, we updated from InfDev to Alpha 1.0.1, otherwise known as Secret Friday 3. It's the same update that added redstone, so what we did in that episode was we went at some new chunks and did some mining, got some redstone, came back and messed around with some basic redstone circuits. It was a pretty basic episode, as all of them usually are. In this episode, we are on Alpha 1.0.4, otherwise known as Secret Friday 4, so we're kind of keeping up the same general theme of just going through all the Secret Friday updates. So, one thing I want to do, before we kind of move on to the main part of this video, is I want to actually go through all the changes one by one in the previous updates. So, the updates that have added changes are Alpha 1.0.2_01, Alpha 1.0.3, and this update, Alpha 1.0.4. There's not many additions and stuff, so, or rather, none of these updates really added like a main thing for us to check out. So for instance, episode 2, we saw the addition of dungeons, so that was kind of our main thing. Episode 3, we saw the addition of redstone, so that was our main focus. This time, there's nothing really new for us to particularly focus on. So what I want to do is real quick, just go through all of the changes and additions that have come through in the past 3 updates, and then we'll move on to the main part of the video. Alright, so starting off with our additions and changes from Alpha 1.0.2_01, it's just some stuff surrounding redstone. So one of the first changes, if you do remember from the initial episode last episode where we messed around with redstone dust actually had a really interesting feature where if you walked over it, it would actually break. That has since been removed. Another one of the changes, now that the torches and redstone dust actually emit their own particles. So the torches actually emitted flame particles before, and the redstone dust didn't emit any particles, but now you can see they emit some lovely particles. Now moving on to Alpha 1.0.3's additions, this first one is one I've been wanting for a very long time, and it's now that hostile mobs now have unique sounds. So you could hear that there is a skeleton under me, you could hear his bones rattling, and I believe there was a zombie here as well. If I'm not wrong. Yeah, so you can now hear, they now have unique sounds. In the previous versions, they didn't have any unique sounds or any idle sounds, and whenever you hit them, they would just make the same sound as the player. So if I hit this guy, you could hear that he's got unique sounds. So that is very, very helpful for us. Some of the smaller changes from this update include the addition of cave sounds. I wanted to sit around and try and get one to play. I'll see if I can maybe do that in my spare time, because it seems like, you know, I did sit around for a little bit before and I couldn't really get one. But I think I might have a clip of one playing before, so I'll just put that on. Actually, just go. And some of the smaller changes just include some pathfinding improvements, and one that's actually pretty helpful is that diamond tools have had their durability increased to 1025. They were originally at 513, so this is noticeable with my sword. The game has actually done wonders and repaired my sword for me. Before, my sword was sitting at around here in the durability bar, but now it's almost full, so that's very helpful. Now, moving on to the next update, which is Alpha 1.0.4, we see the addition of Winter Worlds. Now, this is not going to do anything for us in this episode, because, you know, our world isn't a winter world. If you don't know what these are pretty much a little bit of a rare thing, and they're not really too rare. There's a 25% chance of a winter world generating whenever you generate a new world. Now, all these worlds it's a winter world. It's snowing non-stop, there's snow everywhere, the water freezes over. There's nothing else to really show off here. Obviously, with this comes the addition of ice and snow. Now, currently there's no way, well, that digs really fast. There's no way to harvest snow. I believe Alpha 1.0.5 does actually add snowballs to the game, so when we get those, I might hop back into this winter world and we'll kind of check those out. But yeah, that's the winter world. Currently, there's unfortunately no way to get these in a standard world. But anyways, now on to some of the final changes from this update that I just want to go over. There are some more, but they're not really worth noting. But these changes surround minecarts. So if you do remember from the previous 2 episodes, the minecarts did actually have a chest inside of the model. That has since been removed. Along with, in the second episode, we saw the addition to be able to sit in minecarts. Although we weren't necessarily sitting in them, we were rather just standing on them. That has also been changed. We now properly sit inside of the minecart, and if I go into F5, you can see my player model is actually sitting in the minecart. So that's very helpful and very nice for us. So with all of those out of the way, we can finally move on to the main part of the video. So some small things I just kind of want to go over, some little bit of changes I've done to the house in my own time. So going over this way, I've actually dug out this way a little bit, and I've added a staircase here that goes up, and I'm planning on having this kind of go out this way, and I was thinking this area I could maybe do like a garden area here, maybe have a door down there. But yeah, so there's this hallway that goes up here that connects into this section of the base. which I've added windows to, I've added wood to. I've just kind of cleaned everything up. There's still a bit more cleaning up and stuff to do, but, you know, this is pretty much what I've done so far. Now, in this hallway, I've dug out some other rooms. Guys make too much noise. This over here, I was planning on making into some sort of kitchen. It's a bird outside, give me 1 second. Sorry about that. So, this area I want to make into a kitchen, and this area I was thinking of making into a living room. This area here, I don't think I actually had any plans, but that's a room, I guess. Anyways, so over here I've added some sort of balcony. Unfortunately, we don't have fences in the game yet, but once we do get them, I'll add them around here. And going upstairs, this is where I've planned my bedroom to be. I haven't done anything in here just yet, but I've added the windows around. It just cleaned it up, made it look nice. And once we do see the addition of beds into the game, we'll add some stuff into here. Onto the final thing I did, there was this room down here from this staircase that I've turned into a pool room. I had the idea at one point to make it into an indoor farm, but I think I'm going to leave the whole farming stuff for later, and I'll do it outdoors instead. So yeah, I made a nice little pool room here. So I think the first thing I want to do is actually just fill this in. So I've pretty much laid out everything. I might do some other small changes. Actually, I'll fill it in now. I was thinking of maybe widening out the area a bit, but I'll leave it as is. Let me just grab some dirt. I'm going to kind of fill in the bottom first, and then we'll fill it in real quick. But while I go ahead and just grab this dirt, I might as well, again, plug the Discord. So I announced in the last episode that I made a Discord server. Again, same announcement. If you do want to join, the link will be in the description. It's a pretty small server right now. There's not many people. So, you know, if you just want to join, chill out, whatever, feel free. The link will be in the description. So the pacing of this episode might be a little bit of a mess. You know, as I did say, I think I did say it at least. I already forgot. These updates haven't really added any main feature for us to check out. Like, for instance, the second episode was dungeons, so we messed around with those. The third episode was redstone, so we messed around with that. This episode doesn't really add any, like, main feature for us to check out, so this one's gonna be a little bit of a mess. But the main thing I did want to actually do this episode is build an art gallery. I got this suggestion in the comments from Putrid Planet. Thank you very much. I love the suggestion. To build an art gallery to show off all the paintings. And I thought it was a really good idea, as we do also have some paintings that haven't actually been added into the game yet, and some changes that occur to some of the paintings over the updates. So it would be really cool to kind of go back to that and see all the changes and stuff that have occurred. Yeah, so I believe I say this in every episode, or at least I've said it for the past 2 episodes, is I always say I'm going to try and keep this video a little bit shorter, but they always end up being quite long. This episode might actually end up being decently short. I would say probably around 10 minutes, I don't know. But we'll see how much my cropping can really do, because there's not really much to do in this episode. Again, I'm mainly going to be building that art gallery. Right, and then we will just add some water into here. Oh wait, hold up. I gotta do this because then the water doesn't very far. Oh, that there, thank you. Awesome. Alright, there you go. There's a nice little pool with a little waterfall feature. Alright, moving on to the main part of the video, which is the art gallery. Alright, so what I've done in my own time, again, along with doing some of the house stuff, I've also just dug out this whole section. There was some hills and stuff here. I've essentially laid out an area. I've marked it with redstone torches to know how big the build will be. And I've also gathered all the materials necessary. I believe this should be enough. Got the signs, because what I want to do is I want to place the paintings and actually label them. Let's see, there are a lot of mobs around here. It's really annoying. I've already kind of laid out the area. We'll just kind of be digging it out, you know, and just placing the blocks pretty much. Okay, we are back. I've just got the concept of it on the side here. But yeah, so we'll just kind of be laying this out. So again, back to the pacing. This episode probably won't be too long. Again, it's pretty much just going to be this. I just kind of wanted to get an episode out. And again, there's not really any features for us to check out this time. So I thought it would be nice just to get an episode where we build something. But if you do have any more suggestions of things to build, feel free to let me know. And if you do want to, you could join the Discord as well. You could also, you know, if you do join, you can send in like reference images of things that you want me to build. Yeah, let me just clear this out, because these guys, I don't know what's been going on with these mob spawn rates. They are everywhere. Oh, damn, my fucking inventory's gonna be filled with pork chops. Yeah, these animals are just spawning everywhere. Like, normally this would be very helpful, which it is. I get a lot of pork chops and wool, but they are everywhere, and they don't, like, goddamn, give it a fuck. Anyways, Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Leave it like that. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Bam. Did I... Is this 6? Hold on, sorry, I think I did the dimensions wrong. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, bam, bam, 1, 2, 3, 4, bam, bam. So I had, right, oh, for fuck's sake. Boom, 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 bing, bing, bing. There we go. Then we're gonna get some glass, some stone here. Bam, bing, bom. Then dot, 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 dot. Ouch. My armor is slowly breaking. Then we go like that. Dun, 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 dun. Up, 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 up. Alright, so I've gone back to the house and I've just gone ahead and started to collect some more materials because my OBS, you might just notice a sudden jump cut. My OBS has again done the thing where it decided to stop recording, so I was just yapping for another 5 minutes and I looked over and it stopped. So one thing with this build is because a lot of these walls are going to have paintings on them, like these back ones as well, they won't have windows, which will make it look a little bit weird, I think. So what I was thinking is eventually maybe having a pathway, like we'll kind of add a bit more of a hill here, add some dirt and whatever. And we'll bring like a gravel path going through. I was thinking of maybe getting some builds, like some maybe small houses or some shit, but like a little town thing. Just to kind of block off the side of this, because it's going to look pretty ugly, I think. I don't know, we'll have to see when it's done. But yeah, we'll probably add some more shit on this end as well. I do also want to add some like skylights into here, so that's why I'm leaving these areas open. Just get some natural light going. I'm definitely going to need way more stone. Alright, I guess we can just begin on digging out the floor then. Okay, that's all done. And we can fill in the floor. So the way I want to kind of have this laid out is, well, the way I kind of have it laid out in the concept is to have like different areas for the different paintings. So there's going to be a wall here, so that's 1, 2. So this area will be where the 2x2 paintings are. So currently there are 19 paintings in the game. I did talk about how, you know, we can add more as time goes, because there will be more paintings added over time as well. That was also in the original suggestion by Future Planet. So we'll be doing that. Oh shit. What about this? Don't despawn. Yeah, so I've built the concept I made, which obviously we're building here, does have enough room for the newer ones when they are added as well. So the art gallery won't actually be full once we finish it here, but over time we'll add to it. There will also be some changes to some paintings. There are some paintings that have changes in their textures and stuff. So we can come back here and look at those when those occur. Add this little feature here. And we can finish up the wall. And bang, there we go. Alright, I am now happy enough to call this build complete. I went ahead and did some extra things off camera. I decided to just cut them out of the video because I feel like the video has been going on for a while and I don't know, it might be a bit boring just to see the process of me placing the paintings and the signs. But what I'll do now is I'll just kind of show you everything. We'll look through the complete build. So the first thing I've gone ahead and done is place some flowers at the front here, just to kind of spice up the build. Just to kind of spice up the build a bit, because, you know, in these versions there's not many blocks, and there's not many colorful blocks either. We don't get dyed wool yet, so yeah, there's only so much I can do. So I went ahead and added these, just to kind of make it a little bit nicer. But if we walk up to the door here, you can see I've gone ahead and given this place a name, and that is the Zetterstrand Art Gallery. So Christopher Zetterstrand is actually the artist behind all of Minecraft's paintings, at least all the paintings up until 1.21, which he's still the artist of many of the newer ones. There were some other ones that weren't made by him though, but anyways, he's the guy behind all of these paintings, or majority of the paintings. So I decided to name the art gallery after him. So if we go ahead and walk in here, I've gone ahead and placed all of the paintings into their own respective areas. So as you can see, the 2x2 paintings are here. I've gone ahead and put all their names here. Like we've got the Void, we've got Bust, we've got Skull and Roses. What I did want to do, which I don't think I will do, I'll maybe do it in a future video, is go through all these and kind of compare their real versions. Because, you know, these are based off of real paintings. I was thinking of maybe going through them and reading their names and showing the real versions as like a comparison. But I don't think I'll do that today. I kind of just want to get this video wrapped up real quick. But in the next video, I might actually do that. We'll probably begin by just going through all of the art gallery paintings and comparing them. But anyway, so we got all the 2x2 paintings here. I've kind of sorted them into their own sections. We've got all the 1x1s here, all the 1x2s, and you know, the other, I guess the 2x1s, and then the 1x2 there. And then over here, this area is, you can see the torches everywhere. It's a little bit dark during the night. That's why there's so much. But yeah, currently there's only 2 paintings here. You may notice some areas are obviously empty. That is because I've gone ahead and left room for some of the newer ones that will come to the game soon. I did talk about that like 600 times already, but might as well say it again. I believe the update that brings the new paintings into the game is actually Alpha 1.1. Along with, I think, changing some of the painting textures. So whenever we get to that version or a version next to that, we'll add those paintings into this art gallery and we'll kind of check them out as well. I've also added some wool to the floor as well. Before it was just wood, I decided to add this wool around the edges here just to give a bit more of a, you know, distinct thing. Again, like, palette's very limited. I wanted to make it look a little bit nicer. And I've got tons of wool from killing all the sheep nearby, so I thought it would be nice. But yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, I think this is where we will end the video. Again, I'm sorry this video is super rushed. I apologize about the quality of it. I don't think it's going to turn out too well, but I just kind of wanted to get this video, you know, done. Again, this version didn't really add many new things for us to check out, so I thought I would take a suggestion from the comments, which was by Putrid Planet, which was to build the art gallery, which love the idea again. Thank you so much for the suggestion. So I thought I'd just go ahead and do that this video. Again, there was more I want to do, like I said, with showing off the paintings and comparing them to the real life versions, but I think I'm going to just leave that to the next video because I feel like this video has been going on for too long already. And I've been talking about wanting to make this video shorter, but at the rate I'm going, it's going to be the exact same length as the other ones. But yeah, anyways. So we'll end the video here. Next video, I believe, we'll be seeing the addition of boats. So what I'm thinking of doing is maybe building some docks, along with some other things. I'll go ahead and, I guess, brainstorm some ideas. If you do have any other suggestions for, you know, things to build, do leave them down below. I'll be reading the comments. And again, another plug, I do have a Discord. If you do want to join the Discord, feel free. You can also leave suggestions there. I've got other tabs for, you know, showing off your own worlds and your builds and stuff if you want to do that, or if you just want to chill out, talk, whatever. Link is in the description. But anyways, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time.